Welcome in, everybody. Stick around. Hello, hello. Come in. I'm doing free tarot readings. Tarot and medium. Readings free. For free. Just follow me. Martha, will Riley and Martha be in contact this month? Okay. Let me get my lotion and then let me grab my cards. Hang on one sec. Hip Mommy, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. Come back anytime. I'm here Tuesday nights doing free readings, almost every Tuesday night. Martha. Will Riley and Martha be in contact this month? Yes or no, please? Riley and Martha, will they be in contact this month? Yes or no? Yes. Ace of Swords says yes. Mike the farmer. Will Mike find love? Yes, you will in the future. It says love is on the horizon for you. In the future, you will. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the Magua Collective. Go ahead and follow me. I can speak to your gods and your ghosties here. I can call in people from heaven. It's a lovely experience, and it is my preference. Will Sternly get back with Chi-Chi? Likely not. Sorry, Chi-Chi, likely not. Chris, is Luke a good match for Chris? Is Luke a good match for Chris? They gave me a maybe. There are feelings there. I think there would be some compromise involved. There seems to be something taboo about your relationship, something that's a little bit out of place, either an age difference or you work together or something like that, Chris. So if you want me to try to get a solution or further guidance, you can let me know if there's some kind of situation like that. At this point, it's saying maybe. Bonnie, will David and Bonnie be together this month? Yes. Should you be is a whole different question. Kenny, Ryan, will Kenny be immortal and live to be 700 years old? Sounds like a romance novel. It says no, but you'll make a good effort. You will not die young. But unfortunately, you're going to die sometime. It's also telling me like you're going to work until you die. Like it looks like you make a good go at life. Like I think that you really engage in life a lot, and it looks like your life is like worth living. User 361, will user 361 and S be together? No. So Chris says there's an age difference. So let me ask for Chris and Luke. Is this going to work out for them in the end? Chris and Luke? Is there a good potential that this will work out? Are they a good match for each other? There is still a good potential, Chris. So I would say pursue it. Let it see where it goes. And you are a good match. It's just that there would be some bumps. It looked like compromise. There will be things you'll have to compromise on. If the age difference is significant, that could be like cultural differences almost. Like if he's a boomer and you're a millennial or something like that, you might have to like really get used to each other or something. Welcome in, everybody. Go ahead and follow me. Leave your questions in the comments. And I can do predictions for you guys for entertainment. If you want something more special, ask me for a medium reading. It's very sweet, usually, if your energy is open to it. The predictions, 50-50. Do it for entertainment, but I prefer to give you like guidance, insight. If you want to tell me a situation of problems that you have going on in your life, say I'm going through something at work, give me a little bit of a description on it, and I can tell you how to navigate it. That stuff's better than these yes or no predictions are just like, what? I want to help you with your life. Mandy, can you hear from your grandma? Yes, you can. What's your grandma's name? She's right here, Mandy. She is right here. And she says, give Mandy a hug. And she says, truth. Can you read that? She says, this is true. Her name is Chris. That's interesting because I just had a Chris spelled the same. For Mandy. Did you say Mandy is your name? Mandy, yeah. Grandma Chris, hello. Hello. She's a really sweet old lady. Was she elderly when she died? She feels elderly, like white hair. She says, don't call me old. She says, just because you're young doesn't mean I'm old. And she says, just you wait, little lady. Just you wait, little missy. You got it coming to you yet. She says, you got it coming. But she says, make sure you guys use your facial creams. Protect your skin. Protect your skin, okay? If somebody's watching who reads tarot and they're saying, where'd she get from the Seven of Wands? How'd she translate that to be wear your facial creams? And I'm telling you, Nana said, protect your skin. Chris, I see some masculines that your grandmother is asking about. She's asking, like, how are the boys? Also, Mandy, by the way, you should converse here in the chat with your grandmother. Pretend you're on a phone call with her. If she was making these comments to you, what would you say back to her? Okay? And the comments sometimes get blocked, so just keep trying if I'm not seeming to respond to you, okay? What boys? So I have a Knight of Pentacles and a King of Swords, so that would likely be your brother and your father. If you have a brother and a father, let me know. Or they may be people who are in heaven with her. A brother type of figure and a father type of figure. Okay. Is she the mother of your father? Okay. So these may be people who are in heaven with her. But let me see. What can I get? Grandma, are these boys living or past? Mandy, without spending too much time at this, I think they're living, and I think she wants to say hello to her. I think it's likely a son of hers, a grandson of hers, a man and a boy who are like closest to her. Okay. And she's kind of asking like the boys, like, did she have any sons? Tell me that. Or it might be your husband, or it's like these boys who she was close to when she was alive. Okay. So this woman had no boys in her life. She had no sons, no nephews. Do you have a husband? Okay. Well, there's boys in her cards that she's talking about. So whatever boys are attached to her, your dad never spoke to her. He's still in her life. That doesn't matter. Might be your grandpa, King of Swords. What would you like to hear from her, Mandy? If you could ask her about a topic or ask her questions or something, what would you like to hear about? So she had both a husband and a son-in-law. So she did have man in her life who she's referring to. There he is again. A young man. Mandy, do you want to hear anything else from your grandmother? Or will I put the poor thing back to rest? You want to know about a job? Are you asking her a prediction about will you get a job? There's a sad man who she's referring to. So she's going to leave this reading feeling unresolved because she can't get you to attach to the message about the man. So I'm going to close your grandmother out, Mandy, and I'm going to ask the tarot cards about your job for you because there's not a whole lot of reciprocal communication between you and your grandmother, okay? And I just feel bad for her. She shouldn't be brought back to life to kind of hit a dead end. So Chris, thank you for being here, and I'll put you back to peace, okay? We will use our face creams. We will put on our sunscreen. Mandy's asking, will she get a more peaceful job in the future? Yes, you will, but it'll take you a lot of effort, if that makes any sense. If you want to tell me anything about your profession, I can ask further information. Jordan, Dance Mama, thank you so much. Thank you so much for cheering me on. Jordan's Mima passed in January. Jordan, would you like to hear from your grandmother? Tell me your grandmother's name. You're welcome. Linda. Linda Gambrell, she says, my child, I am at peace. She says, I did pass and I was put to rest. I think she says, good job on whoever settled her remains, I even think she's being as specific as whoever literally laid her to rest. I don't know if it was digging her grave or if she was put to rest in a different way, a different form, if she was cremated. But I see the workers, and she's telling the workers that they did a good job on her resting place. So if there's a grave with a headstone, they did a good job on it. If she was sprinkled somewhere or she's put somewhere, the workers did a good job on it. That's what she's saying. And she says something about the way her body was prepared at the end of her life. She's saying that she was able to leave in a peaceful state. She says, it was easy for me to leave because I knew that my body was well taken care of. Okay? That's what she says. Yes. She says, yes, that is correct. She felt very cared for at the end, I would say. So even if it was during her end of life care, she felt very cared for, and she's telling the people who were taking care of her, she's saying, good job. Okay? Lisa, I will get Bruce at the end of this. Remind me, okay? Jordan. So, Mima, I have Jordan here. I have your granddaughter, Jordan. What would you like to say to Jordan? She's saying something along the lines of, Jordan, that you and I look a little bit alike. She feels like looking at me. She says, you look a bit like Jordan, she says. And Jordan, your grandmother is asking you if you're married or who lives in your house. Did she know about your marriage, or if you're married or not? Grandma's asking, are you married? Who lives in your house? To you, Jordan. And she's giving me 2 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. She wants to know if you're like well settled. She's asking you that. Are you well settled? Are you happy where you live? Are you happy in your relationship? So far I'm not seeing responses from you, Jordan. So try again. But there's some hidden information she wants to get to the bottom of, and it's regarding a house or a marriage. the Four of Wands is a house or a marriage. And she says Seven of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. There's some hidden information within the family about the house or marriage. Do you know what she's referring to, Jordan? And while she waits for you to respond, she's saying heaven is a beautiful place. She loves being in heaven. It's better than anything else, she said. So I'm getting like, she's telling me stories about your family. And without your engagement and permission, I'm not going to read about it. But I'm seeing stuff about your family come out. Or it could be your own personal living situation. Okay, so Jordan's grandmother, I'm not getting any responses from Jordan, so I will put her back to rest. But she does say that she was happy to hear from you, Jordan. She says, I was happy to hear from you, okay? And she's calling you like girly girl, girly, like little girly or something. But there's some family secrets she would have talked about. Okay. The house, yeah. The Four of Wands makes sense to be a house. So are you okay with that, Jordan? You want to put her to rest? You didn't want to discuss that any further? Okay. Thank you, Mima. Jordan was happy to talk to you as well. She's okay with the moving. She's okay with that. Okay, Mima. Good night. Good night and God bless. You're welcome, Jordan. Somebody was asking for a message from Bruce. Their loved one's name was Bruce. Come back and leave a comment, please. Hi, Matt. Thanks for coming in. Lisa. Lisa is here, Bruce. And Lisa, what was your relationship with Bruce? He says, that's a good idea. He said, what? You're talking on the phone? That's a good idea. He said, what's this, a two-way call? Did he live in the time of group calls, like on the telephone? Was he your fiance? Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. How old was he when he passed? Can you see this? He says, I love you. And if he was 48, then he was right on the age that I'm thinking about with this. Oh my God, is this a three-way call? He said, what a good idea. You can do a video on a phone. I believe he's saying sorry about the life insurance, Lisa, or he left you with some burdens, it looks like. And he says, I'm sorry I had to go. He feels pretty sorry that he had to go. And he says, I wish I could have been better. Oh no. So He's just saying almost like, I don't think anything more needs to be said. He says, message received. Like, he's like, yeah. It's a regrettable situation. He says, I hope you know how much I love you. He says, I did make it to heaven, and I hope you know how much I love you. And he says, I hope you see it. I hope you see how much I love you. Lisa, do you have any questions for him or any kind of topics of conversation? How did you guys leave each other? Was it... I don't know what was happening between you two. Aww. Aw, Matt. Lisa, you know what? How old is that son now? I had a King of Wands, but the way he's speaking to me, he's saying like, there's nothing I can say. Like, he's like, yeah, like it's terrible. Okay, so your son was the King of Wands in my cards. So he did acknowledge him. And he kind of is saying, it looks like you recovered, Lisa. Bruce is saying, it looks like you recovered after all. So it looks like you're doing well now. And he says, for someone who was abandoned, he says, you were a really good mom. For someone who was abandoned, you were a really good mom, he says. So, now what, Lisa, for you? What do you want from this? What do you want from this conversation? Lisa, he's saying, I hope you've moved on. I hope you've moved on. So I'm going to close him out there now. Bruce, thank you for coming in. Seems like Lisa's gone. I'm going to close him out with a book quote tonight. And it says, I've been enduring all along, but now I want to live. So the message for you, Lisa, from Bruce is live your life. Put the pain behind you and live your life. Matt, I'm so sorry for the loss of your dog. Tell me doggy's name again. Amy, yeah, I'll be here for a while, okay? Fritz. Girl or boy? Matt? Looks boyish. Boyish. Fritz describes himself as a light in the darkness within the context of your family and your household and your experiences. He says, Fritz says, I was the love, while Master, would he call you Master? While Master was mad all the time. He says, I was the one who could melt his heart. You're coming out as quite a dominating energy toward the whole household. And Fritz says that he was the one who could melt your heart. I can absolutely see that, because here's your Queen of Swords. And here's you, like, not knowing how you were going to get through the heartbreak. And here's him melting your heart. Fritz, what else do you want to say? It's like a lot of times the dogs call their owners mom and dad. Fritz calls you master, though. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's how he's putting it. And he's calling himself a therapy dog. And he says, Fritz says, I was really good with the family. And I think he was really good with people. And he says he's a therapy dog. He knew you were with him. He did. Look. He says, you and me. You and me, together forever. There's another thing he's saying here about the young man, your oldest son. He says, whichever is that oldest son, he'd like to give him a hug. He really favored the King of Wands. Okay, there's the younger son too, though. Oh no, that's the King of Wands' girlfriend. And he liked them. Does that make sense to you? He would like to give them a hug. Your oldest son and the girlfriend. He loved the girlfriend. Does that make sense? I think he really liked her. Okay. They seem to be really sad about his passing too. But he says he's not in pain anymore. He says no more hardship. He says I don't have to carry things anymore. Oh, he doesn't have to. Did you ever put him on a leash? He doesn't have to be restrained anymore. Whatever the restraint was that you may have used. He likes it. He likes that he's like free. Doggies get to like run around in doggy heaven fields. And he says, yup. 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 He's in heaven. He's waiting for you. He really loves your oldest son. That's who he's talking about a lot. He loves him a lot. Do you feel better, Matt? And the girl. Oh, the restraint was arthritis. God love him. If that little Missy is not pregnant yet, she better be using birth control. Okay? That's what Fritz said. Don't let them get pregnant. They're too young. Have I said that to you before? You send your son to me. Better yet, send her. Send her my way. Fritz is good, Matt. Oh, listen what he says. He says, I'll see you later, King. This one's more so like Dad. I'll see you later. Yeah. I see pregnancy for her. So you have a talking to that boy. Welcome into the Magua Collective, my friends. I'll show you this cup I got from Belly Beth for my services to them. Charlene, you can ask for somebody. If there's anybody in heaven, you should ask for them by name and tell me their your relationship. Thank you all for coming in. Make sure you follow me because I'm here every Tuesday night doing free readings. Charlene has Joe, her father. What does Prentice son mean? Joe. Charlene's father, Joe, please. I'm confused by your labeling. Both your son and your father. Okay. For Charlene, please. Charlene. Charlene is here. Father and son, who would like to come in? Tell me more about your son. Was he stillborn? Was he a teenager? Give me a little bit about him so I can identify him. Yeah, when I said the word stillborn, it gave me yes. And he just says, goodbye, Mommy. He says it was too much work. He's describing it as being too much work. And he did see the nurses like freaking out. Or the medical team. He saw them freaking out, he says. But he says, I'm better off. It would have been too much work. Okay, Charlene. So I wouldn't regret his passing if I were you because he's better off. And Charlene's father, Joe. Can I get a message from Joe, please? That's kind of what I was picking up, yeah. Joe's here too, and he says, yes, I have the baby with me. Okay. Here's Joe. Joe is a very simple energy. Let me say, he's a simple man. He says, yes, I'm here. I have the baby. And Joe, honest to God, he feels like pure light. It feels like Joe is just the sun or the source energy. And it's very unusual for me to get an energy, like for me to describe an energy that way. Has he been past a very long time, Charlene? But he's talking about your mom, the queen of his heart. Just about 2 years. He feels like he's almost been like reabsorbed. But I would have taken it to be tough subject, the queen of his heart. Okay. To me, like, well, perhaps he had two queens of his heart. But he loves your mom. Take it as you will, but he loves your mom. If he had a queen of wands as well, maybe she's there, but he did love your mom. Okay. And, you know, he's fessing up. He is acknowledging that he's made mistakes in his life. Honestly, he is at peace with his own soul, okay? I'll put it that way. He's very proud of you. He says whatever happened in your life, whatever happened between your mom and dad, and whatever happened in your whole life growing up, he says it made you who you are. And Charlene, do you have a daughter? I feel like he says your daughters are just like you, but especially the younger one. They're just like you. And he's really proud of you, and he's really proud of the daughters that you've raised. Okay? Would you like to ask him any questions or anything, Charlene? Or is there anything lingering for you there? Okay, I would say yes about that because he gave me 9 of hearts about the girls. Joe, Charlene is asking me a question that I don't have a lot of insight on, but she's asking if she should keep the promise she made to the girls. So give me a yes or no on that. Yes or no? Joe, see, I don't know if he has a lot of clarity on it either, okay? So we'll do our best here. There was a promise made to the daughters. Charlene made a promise to the daughters. I don't know what it is. Can you pull from her energy and tell her if she should keep it or not? It's like, why would you not, okay? Keep his promise for the house. Like, why would you not? He's asking. Is it going to be too like burdensome? I think you're reading too much into it. Where he wouldn't want anybody to be burdened with the house. But he asked, why would you not? Like, is there a reason why you would not keep that promise? That was his question. So it's a little bit, I'm not clear on the promise or his response. It's like, it says acceptance, it says public eye, it says poverty, it says survival mode, it says mother, and it says lies. living with mom is the issue. If you want me to answer it, tell me exactly what it's all about. Because I can tell you what the cards say, but I don't know what it means in your context. So your mother lives in the house. Do the girls want to move in with her? I see, he says it looks like it would work out, but he's saying, why are you asking? Why? What's the question, kind of? He's like, why would you not? He just keeps saying, why would you not? Okay? So I guess that's his response. Why would you not? So if you have to contemplate that or like come up with, you know, an interpretation of what he might mean by that, his response said, why would you not? Okay? These readings are posted to YouTube, guys, by the way. So if you ever have a live stream reading with me, it's really helpful to go back and watch it and reflect, and you may pick up more information than right now, because sometimes it can just be like, you're just kind of like bombarded right now with information. So I'll be posting these to YouTube. Okay, so Charlene, I'm going to close him out there now. Thanks for coming in, Joe. He says it was nice talking to you, okay? And Rhino is asking for a message from Norman. Rhino, what would your dad like to call you? Would he call you Rhino? Brone. Norman, I have Brone here. He says sad and he's, oh, Brian. Okay. He says sad and he says heartbreak. How long ago did he pass? Is this new? And does he also have a daughter? Does he have a daughter too, Brian? There's a young girl here. He has 3 daughters, I see. Brian, how old are you? If you are having relationship problems, he says hang in there. And he's kind of like giving you a little punch on the shoulder and saying, hang in there, champ. Are you having relationship problems? Norman, your birthday was Sunday. Do you want to say anything about your birthday? He says you drive something about you drive too fast or you motorcycle. Do you go on a motorcycle? He says you got to stay married, get off your motorcycle. Or driving too fast, a sports car, a bike, a motorbike, a quad, something. You're looking to buy a motorcycle? He says save your marriage and stay off your motorcycle. That's Dad's advice. He says you're too poor for a motorcycle. Is this a marriage or what? Do you want Dad's advice or guidance on your marriage, or will I just leave it? He doesn't really want you to get divorced. Do you want to get divorced? You're separated already? I mean, like in Dad's opinion, he's like, what are you doing? If you want to save your marriage, don't be buying a motorcycle. You want to, okay. Dad, he wants to get divorced. It's like he wants to get divorced. So he's going to probably buy his motorcycle. And he says, okay, well, if you have to buy it, make sure you barter. Make sure you get a good price for it. Make sure you negotiate. And he says, don't go easy. And the person that you're buying it from, don't go easy on him. Okay? He's like, okay, if you're gonna get a motorcycle, get it for cheap. Things are going to get better for you, Brian. He says it's hard now, but things will get better. But I see you in quite a rough season of your life. But Dad says, keep going, champ. And if you're going to get a bike, get it for cheap. Be careful on it, though. Who cheated? Someone cheated. Are you guys aware of it? During travel? Okay, Dad. We're telling all of his business here now. Brian, do you want to ask anything of your dad? Your dad says, well, that's expensive. He's talking a lot about money. He's like, infidelity, that's expensive. And something about a trip. Looks like you guys were like in Dominican or something. Living it up. I like your dad. He's nice. He's there for you too. He supports you. He would really love to give you a big hug. Is he with your mom? Okay. Dad, are you with Brian's mom? Are you with Brian's mom? Yes, look of her. Oh my God, Brian. Oh, this is the sweetest. She is his one true love. And he loves her the same today as he did when they were youngsters, he says. And she looks just as pretty as she did the day he met her. He is absolutely very much with your mom. Brian, how can mom like recognize that you're there? He hugs her all the time. It's like the ghost movie. He hugs her all the time. 7s are an angel number between them. So if she ever sees 777 or just 7s in general, tell her that 7 is her lucky number. 7 is the number of heaven too. It's like she's an angel. She's heavenly. And he says, when her time comes, get her good nurses, he says to you. When her time comes, get her good nurses. Okay? He wants her well taken care of, and he wants her like looked after. He's using the term looked after. Okay, Brian, and he says he is at peace. And mom will be too. Like, how old is your mom? Is she in her 80s yet? You're a good son, he says. Brian, you still there? It's like people finish with their, like, I didn't close your dad out yet. Don't run away from him. People are just like, okay, bye. You get sick of them. Okay. Do you have closure on this message? Is there anything lingering for you? I asked, how old is your mom? Your dad says, I won't let anything bad happen to her. He's taking care of her, okay? He says she's taken care of. And I see her living into her 80s. So you don't have to answer her age, but I see her living into her 80s. That's what I see at this point, at this time, given her current health. Oh, this is so nice. He says, I love you. Sweet. Okay. He's at rest. Norman, was it? He's at rest. You're welcome. Leslie is asking for a message from Jamie. Leslie, what's your relationship to Jamie? He's calling himself the boss. Oh, do you? Now he's a character. He's calling himself the boss. Is that funny? He really misses you, you know? Even if you didn't work out, he thinks you're gorgeous and he actually does miss you. He says, I miss your smile. That's what he says. I miss your smile. You do? Aw. He says, you're always my family. Aw, this is nice. Queen of Hearts, Ace of Wands says, I know you do. You said, I miss him, and he said, I know you do. And what's the fight over? How old are your kids? Would they be struggling with social media or like wanting to be on social media yet? How old are they? Yeah, so when that conversation comes up, Dad says no. Dad says no. You tell your son that the boss said no. There's this, if you were in Newfoundland, there's, he says, let the kids be kids, will ya? Let the kids be kids. No thanks. It's nothing but heartbreak. That's what Dad's saying. There's something going around from our local RNC that's telling you, like, to not let your kids on it because of certain activity. So you could show that to the children as, like, the police said no. Jamie, would you like to say anything else to Lucy? Is your name Lucy or something different? Leslie. Jamie, do you want to say anything else to Leslie? He loves you so much. He says nothing but love. He's one of those guys that say nothing but love. Oh, thank you, Erin. The house insurance. What does he want to say about the house insurance? Jamie, what would you like to say about the house insurance? He says, chin up, Buttercup. Does that make sense? Chin up, Buttercup. In his opinion, he says, leave it to the professionals. And he says, in his opinion, it's not as bad as you think it is, or it's not as worrisome as you think it is. Leave it to the professionals. Does that make sense? He says, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. He's funny. I'd fight with him. I would. And he says goodbye. Is he? It'd be like fun fighting. But he loves you, my dear. Whatever happened between you, there may have been things that happened between you, but he loves you unconditionally. And I would say he's watching out over this insurance issue. Whatever your worries are, I would say his ghostie is taking care of it, okay? You're welcome. Love you. You're welcome. Thank you, my sweet. Everybody follow me and come back on Tuesday nights. I love doing this for you guys. Love it. And you can book readings in person if you guys live in St. John's. I do have an office in St. John's on Elizabeth Avenue. I work on Sundays, and I also do video chats. You're welcome, Matt. My pleasure. I'm actually not going. I'm staying. Matt's going. I'm staying. I'm just taking a minute to pray in between. Vogue Grove, who were you asking about, or what was your question, or what was your wish here? Mike Jones, can you ask a question? Yes, you can. Sarah has a question about her future partner. Yes, Leslie, good idea. TikToks for us elders. Sarah, about your future partner. So is this somebody who you've never met? You're just asking, like, what will my soulmate look like? Erin, I can definitely talk to your dad. So in answer to your question, what's coming in about my future partner? What will my soulmate be like? The Sword of Truth came out, the Ace of Swords, and it says you will know when you meet that person or encounter that person. You will know. Erin? Who did Erin want to hear from? Your dad, was it? Erin's dad. Vogue person. it said you'll know, it'll be love at first sight. Aaron's dad. Aaron, what's your dad's name? He says, I'm here. He feels dizzy. Ralph. He feels dizzy. Does that make sense? He says, what's that Queen of Swords doing? I feel dizzy. Was he in the hospital or how? Tell me about his passing. Was he in the hospital when he passed? Did somebody inject him with something when he was passing? Or it might have been pain management if he was in an accident and this person was there and injected him or something. Or he had to have injections at some time and he felt dizzy. Do you know anything? Do you know what that would mean? Just tell me if it makes sense for you or if I should ask further. Okay. That makes sense to Aaron Dad. So, like, as he comes back through, here he is. I called him Dad, and the Dad card fell. And he says daughter. He says Daddy's little girl. This is Dad and daughter. Daddy's little girl. As he's kind of, like, coming back through the veil, he feels the same way he felt when they gave him the dizziness, he says. But he feels okay now. He just had to take a minute to, like, get settled. What would you like to say to your daughter there, Dad? Aaron is here. Aaron is here. He kind of is blaming me. He thinks I'm a nurse who's, like, trying to inject him again or something. And he says, well, this is dramatic, getting me on video. He says, well, that's dramatic. What's she trying to do? Inject me again? They often think I'm a nurse because it's like the last person that they probably saw was some kind of healthcare provider. But he says, I loves it. I love it. I love being here. It's funny. He's like, one minute he's like, who's that? And then the next minute he's like, oh, I kind of like it. It's like he tries to get his bearings. But he says, don't go getting on dramatic about my passing. It's not that dramatic, he says. We don't have to get foolish about it. Okay, Dad. Erin is here to talk to you. What would you like to say to her? Did he? He's like, oh, Erin got me put up on the TV here now. Oh my God. I don't know what way he passed Aaron, but it looks like you guys were through the ringer. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know. Do you know? It doesn't overly matter, but it looks like you guys were through the ringer. But he says every minute I loved you. The whole way through I loved you. And he saw like how lonely you were and stuff. So that all makes sense. Injections and all that. And dizziness, that all makes sense. But yeah, it looked like a long, bad battle. But I feel like the thing that got him through every day and the reason he, stood up at all is because of his love for his family. And he says, I saw how it's almost like when you have cancer, you're watching yourself die and you're watching your family grieve you while you're still alive. That's how he's describing it. And he's like, I see how hard it was on my family. But he's okay now. He says, I would never wish it on anybody. And he says, I would never do it again. But he says, I'm okay now. He says, A-okay. He's like, thumbs up now. I'm A-okay. Erin, do you feel resolved there? If you guys have any lingering heartbreak or lingering, if people in your family may be stuck in cycles of grief, because if you kind of were watching him, it's horrific. And if you guys are stuck in cycles of grief, he would like to see his loved ones get settled. Does that make sense to you? Like whatever it is you guys need to do to move through that grief process, he wants you settled. Yeah. So you have a lot of regret. He would like to see you resolve any of your regrets and grief that are left over for him, because he says, I'm a-okay. I'm in a better place, okay? You're welcome, Erin. So can I request that we change gears a little bit here, guys, and I can give some tarot guidance if people have situations going on in their life that you'd like some guidance on. The yes or no questions can get old pretty fast, but if you want to tell me like a situation that you're facing and I can help give you some guidance through it, then that's like a nice, purposeful, productive way to do readings. And these are all posted on YouTube after. My YouTube channel is just called the Megawatt Collective. I think it has like 15 followers. But it's nice to have your videos saved there, because otherwise a live stream just gets deleted. Okay, Sine is struggling with academics and finances. Can I get any guidance for Sine? Thanks for following me, everybody. And thank you for all of the hearts. Sine's academics. Give me a... Things are moving a bit slow for you academically. What age are you? Because the cards are telling you to pick up speed. So I think you get easily distracted. And then you kind of have to face the consequences. So it says to tackle your tasks as soon as you get them, perhaps. Like be more, you need a sense of urgency. That's kind of the vibe. So it's not that you're not smart, like you can do it, but the cards are saying something like if you apply yourself and if you kind of crack down and get down to business. Does that make sense? What is your field of study, Sine? Okay. That makes sense. And it looks like you have a boyfriend who you want to marry. Is that true? Medical laboratory science. Okay. Is this a good field for her to be pursuing? It is a good field. It is a good field for you, but do you have a boyfriend? Or have you recently, are you like involved with a boy, or like he's messing with you or something? Anyway, moral of the story, don't let boys mess with your career. Whether or not you want to answer me about it. Do not let controlling boys mess with your career. Or do not allow yourself to be wrapped up in boys. Now her finances, Sinead's finances. Can I get guidance there? Sinead, they're talking about your love life. Now, who do you live with? How can I help you with your finances? You gotta give me, you gotta tack. Converse. Who do you live with? You're getting 7 of Swords. I'll have to just close out your reading if you don't want to converse. Because your finances and your living situation and your relationship would all be tangled up together. So if you want clarity on this, give me more information. If not, I will end your reading. You should be not relying on a man, okay? Dave has been... Sinead, I'm done now, my darling. I just asked you a million questions. I asked you literal questions, like bit by bit questions, so you didn't answer, so I gotta go. Dave, I've been diagnosed with pre-colon cancer. It will be surgically removed on 8/04. Anything? August 4th. Dave's pre-colon cancer. Can I get any information on this, please? It will be successful, Dave. It will work. The surgery will work. They're telling me at this time. Okay, so a polyp was removed. Show me the future. Show me the future. I would say it still looks good for the next little while. For the foreseeable future, I think it looks good for now. Okay. They do say to like take care of your family, like take the steps but at your age, that is not a bad omen. The cards would tell anybody to have your affairs in order pretty much. And if you're facing cancer after cancer, like, you know, eventually it's going to be probably a cancer. But for the foreseeable future, the treatments will work for quite a while. Donna, I love that question. Donna is a singer in love with a singer. What do the cards want to say about it? Yes, please, they say. The cards said, yes, please. So back to, the cancer question. You've never had it before, but you had a polyp removed and you're going in for another surgery. So that is having it. It's like, and then it looks like, you know, once you have cancer, you always have cancer. But they will be able to remove it for the foreseeable future. So we're saying the same thing, but using different language, okay? Donna is in love with a singer. What do the cards want to say to Donna and her lover? It's a hard situation there. It's a heavy lust. You should be careful, they say. Tell me about his energy. Tell me about him. I'm asking the cards. Have you ever united? Have two become one yet? I see you haven't. So here's the thing. He would listen. This is the language that the cards are using, not my language. In his language, he would say, I would jump into the sack real quick. I would jump into the sack real quick. Tell me, is this love? I think it's inevitable that something's going to go down. If you don't want it to, you should run away. Looks like something's going to go down. Is it love, though? Are people married here or anything? It might be love. It might be love. Is someone married? Okay, phew. Well, we don't have to worry. Go for it. Go for it. It's mutual. But not if anybody's married. Now you said no, and then you said he and I was. Are you exes? Oh, that's awesome. Go for it. It looks like nothing to lose in that case. If nobody's married now, it's fine. Okay, so what you know your situation, but as long as you both are actually single, then go ahead. But not if you're actually committed with other people, don't. Charles, thank you, my friend. KK, Donna. Jump in the sack. Yay, go Donna. You're so welcome. Charles is here. Charles, what question do you have tonight? Did you propose? Did Charles propose? Charles. Well, the Crossfire Daddy says you're not responsible for other people's commitments. You're responsible for your own soul, man. You got a judgment day at some point. What a comment. Charles, you did not propose yet. Okay, what are you waiting for? Am I a Bengals cheerleader? I'm a cheerleader for all y'all. So Charles, looks like you're really working. Like, it looks like work is really draining you, to be honest, Charles. How are you feeling? You want to know about it. Okay. So, okay. In order for you to do that, I do have an answer here for you. It's showing me work, and then it's showing me 9 of Wands twice, and then 6 of Swords. Charles wants to know if he will be able to build a successful business in Ecuador. So the answer hasn't really changed, that it's a dream and you should pursue your dream. You should do whatever steps are required that would put you in a good position to get there. But like, it's a little bit hard to explain. The cards can't answer, they can't give you a story about a situation that doesn't have the right tethers to get there. You have to build a bridge. So your current reality and your dream have no bridge. And it looks like your current reality, you're in such survival that you wouldn't have time to build a bridge. So while you should continue to look over at this ideal, at this dream, you should continue to strive for it, but it doesn't look realistic at this time that you're going to actually be able to lay the planks for a bridge. The answer to would you be able to build a successful business in Ecuador is yes, you would. But there's a whole lot of stuff that would have to happen first. And the question is, are you going to do that? Are you going to do the things that you need to do? Because this is a thing that's, it depends on you. The universe is not going to just hand you your business, but you're going to have to persist in the steps. Is 2 years a realistic time frame for Charles, please? Is 2 years a realistic time frame? Yes. It is realistic if you can manage to really, really, really hustle. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be like the biggest challenge of your life, and you can do it. The question is, will you? Any other questions, Charles? Listen, if you ever consider cheating on that girl, cheating on Juliana, I will hunt you down. When that moment happens, if you're ever tempted to send somebody a text or a picture, I will hunt you down, Charles. You remember my face. Stay true. Stay true to your girl, okay? Stay true to her. It's not worth straying. Do never, ever, ever like private message girls on the internet. That's cheating. Listen. You like to do that. Not to me, I'm not accusing you, but I think you like to do it with other people. Will you be happy? He wants another prediction. Will you be happy with Juliana in your marriage? You can be. You can be. But are you going to listen to me? And do what it takes? Look, Charles. Never lie to her. Never, ever lie to her. If you want a happy marriage, you can never talk to another girl or lie to your wife. No one's more important than her. It's hopeless. It is hopeless. But you do have a list of people who are in a list of importance. Just because she's at the top doesn't make the rest of them okay. Charles, what am I going to do? Now, don't come back to me and tell me your marriage failed and you didn't get your business and I predicted you would, because I'm telling you, it's all on you. You get to decide. Poor Juliana. You will get married. That's good. I believe you. The cards say marriage is a whole lot of work. She's going to put in the work. She's going to put in the work, but I see you having a wandering eye. That's the problem. It's you having a wandering eye, not her, okay? You're welcome. I have done what I could. Lydia, let's see. Is there anything for Lydia today? They want to talk about your children. Let's see what they want to say about your children. Your son, Lydia. They're talking about your son, and they're saying he's a sensitive soul. He is hiding something. How old is he again? I wouldn't say this is anything bad. It's just something that kids do. Oh. So the hidden information is the relationship between you and your husband. And I don't know if your son would be picking up on it or something. It's telling me that, have you guys ever talked about moving or traveling, going on a trip? Because your son wants to either move or go on a trip. Aww. Well, the good thing is he kind of looks happy about it. Not about that, but it's like he's not too impacted by that, by the breakup. But he really looks forward to traveling or moving. Like, I think he wants a little excitement in his life. He's like, oh, this is exciting. Maybe we'll have like some fun changes around here. Very interesting. Yeah, I can tell because he's not bothered by it. Like, he's completely unruffled. So, that's good. You're on the right track. Yeah, you're on the right track. The good thing for you to know is that even if he suspects something, doesn't matter to him. He's just excited for like some fresh new change or something. It's very cute. To read your son's energy is very cute. He's telling me that mom has lots of money. Like, he sees you as having a lot of money. That's very cute. Like, for me to be able to read his little child mind and the things that are like at the forefront of his thinking. It's like he might know about the... That's so funny. He might know about the bad stuff, but he's unfazed because he's just like, oh yay, mom got lots of money, we're best kind, like, I love my life. I know. So you guys have been talking about going to Europe, and he asked, would you be allowed to fly first class? God love him. God love him. So yeah, about your marriage, you're not talking about that to him, and that's just perfect. That's exactly what you should do. He's a sweetheart, it says. Both your kids are. The cards are saying they're both sweethearts. So at this time, I don't have any concerns for your children. Do I have any concerns for Lydia? I think you're just saying, listen, as long as they're okay, I'm okay. And I think you're just like, oh, well, that's just all I needed to hear. Your kids are fine. 2 of Hearts, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Your kids are fine. Do you have any questions, though? Okay. Are you seeing anyone? I see King and Queen of Wands, which is normally like a new relationship or like people who are interested in each other. People who might like flirt with each other. So that's not you. Well, I think it could be in your future. Yeah. Lydia, just so you know, when you figure out your marriage, when you end it eventually, it doesn't have to be quick, eventually, you will have a new love who will think the world of you. So that's something to look forward to. You will have someone who loves you. I see it in so many ways in the cards right here. It's like they're showing me in all kinds of different ways. Yeah, you're very welcome. First, do what you got to do here. Then have a period of being by yourself, like 2 years of being single and focusing on your career. And then you'll have love. This is like your 10-year. That's like 10 years. Do I see her husband seeking outside the marriage? Yes. It feels like he's dating someone, but that could be like text dating. Will she ever get proof? Oh my God, someone gave me a coffee. I absolutely love it. That was Amy. I love that one. So good. Will Lydia ever get the proof of his infidelity? I think you're in the exact same position as me, where the proof exists out there somewhere. It does exist. It would be possible. Like if we're reading energy, proof does exist. So then the cards can say it's possible that you could get it. However, I think you will come to a place where it's not your priority and you would rather walk away. That's me. Fuck it. I'm moving on with my life, and you will probably get to that same place. And you're going to get to a place where you don't need validation. You don't need proof. You're choosing yourself, and that is fucking it. You'll get there. You probably have a few years ahead of you of turning a blind eye. But I kind of don't see you getting proof, to be quite honest, although proof does exist. Okay, if that makes sense. But it says 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. They say, should you find it, should you not? So. But you will leave. Amy is back. Hi, Amy. I'm going to cleanse a little bit. See what we can get. You're welcome, Lydia. Katie's jobless. Yay! Amy, I'm so glad. Okay, let me ask about Amy's, and then I'm going to ask about Katie's. Yay, Amy, I love that for you. Hi, Tracy. Thank you. It's my Belly Beth. The Belly Beth cup. Amy got transferred to a new school. Let me hear from her gods and her ghosties. How's it gonna go? Amy is wondering, how's the new school gonna go, please? How's the new school gonna go, please? Nine of Cups. Love it. Love, love, love. Really good energy, Amy. And I see cute boys at this school. I mean cute men. Not the kids. I see cute men at that school. Yeah, it looks really good. Will you accept their advances? Maybe, maybe not. You probably won't. Any that will be into you? Yes, they will be into you. But will you want to date any of them? Don't know. Let me see. Can I get a prediction on Amy? Amy, you're like me. You are clueless when somebody's interested in you. You're just like, la, 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 la. All I care about is my work. Same girl, same. I see you getting a boyfriend in that school, or sometimes a boyfriend in the cards can look like just a person of interest, of mutual interest, that kind of thing. The cards will call him your boyfriend. The cards are a bit dramatic. But I see a person of interest between, like you both have interest in each other. I see somebody who's like a Romeo. He may like romance you. And if I were you, I would give him a chance. Yeah. Mutual interest. I do see it. I see flirtation. And from what I can see, it will be good for you to give him a chance, I think. Okay. Oh, Cake the Beagle. I forgot about you. Hi. All is well here. My life is... All my dreams are changing every day in every possible way. Moving. Transition. Change. Caper Genie, welcome in. Yeah, Amy, do you have any other questions? And then I wanted to read for Katie and then Tracy. Katie and Tracy. Katie is between jobs right now. Can I give her any guidance? Right, Amy, that makes sense. This guy is flirting. If you question it, you'll come back to me anyway and we'll figure it out together. Katie, you're asking about your job, but now do you have a father? Where's your father? And your mother, like both of your parents are coming out here? Amy, I did see that he was going to be single, yes. So Katie's parents are coming out here. Okay, so I see you going to see them. Like, I guess you're driving to see them. And I don't know if there's going to be bad weather or something. When do you plan to go see them again? The Cards are bringing this up for a reason, I guess. Are you going to see him anytime soon? It's looking good, Amy. Come back and we'll get more, when you meet him, we'll get more information for Amy. So your mom's coming for the week. I don't know if there's going to be a wrench thrown in those plans, so wait and see. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. It looks like a wrench, but just go with the flow. See how it goes. We'll see what happens. It doesn't mean that she's not going to come, but there looks to be some hiccup or something, okay? Now for Katie's job hunt. Guidance for Katie's job hunt. Guidance for Katie's job hunt. Why won't it answer you? It won't answer. I'm going to take another deck. Wheel of Fortune looks good. Looks like change. Are you changing fields? It says change your attitude. Ace of Wands. It says have a better attitude. What kind of changes are potential for you? So you just moved. There's sadness here. And it's not looking like really, it's like, what are you so sad for? Do you have seasonal depression or anything? Because it looks like they're saying like, change is good, change is positive, things are in your favor. If you have the Wheel of Fortune upright, that means that things are in your favor. So what are you so sad for, they're saying? So I guess your answer would be that you're concerned about your finances. Okay, that makes sense. So it's depression around the transitioning, the changing, all that stuff. So really the cards are telling you that, I mean, it's not what, I wouldn't say this to you, but what they're saying is life's not that bad. They're telling you like, you know, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you think. So are you like in poverty, or like what's the thing with being off work is so hard? The cards are kind of like, what are you bawling about? King of Wands. Are you in a relationship? You just hate not working. Who's the King of Wands here? I don't think it would be a husband. Are you married? You do have a husband. Why is he so cute? Is your husband like really fashionable or like cute looking or something? Or is he an athlete? I need to know. Like, he doesn't look like a husband. Is he a stud muffin? Because I'm like, normally a husband's like King of Pentacles. He's King of Wands. Like, he's a hottie. That is hilarious. Okay, so it says that your stud muffin has your back. Like, he's got you covered. You don't have to work. Oh, this is funny. Why are you guys so in love? How old are you guys? You are so in love. Oh, Katie. Girl. The cards tell you, you could lose it all tomorrow. You better appreciate what you have. That's what they say. Oh my God, you both look very young and happy. And it says the kids are taken care of, everybody's taken care of. You have nothing to worry about in your life. So if you're off work for a while, it's probably the universe pushing you out of your comfort zone and making you get used to a slower lifestyle or something like that. Okay? You're welcome. Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't too tough love, because I'm looking at your life like, girl, the people I talk to is not like this. Like, you need to be grateful. The card said you could lose it all tomorrow. Not that you will, though. You could. Okay. Anybody else? I'll just stay till like 9 o'clock. I like a round number. I can answer a couple of more questions in that time if people want. Tracy. Okay. Thanks, Katie. I'm so glad you received that message with grace. Okay. Tracy had estranged family stop by. Is there anybody in heaven who wants to respond to Tracy's experience there with the estranged family? Was there a purpose? What was that all about? What's the universe trying to get at with her? Okay, I like this response. Christ and concrete. What a name for an evangelist here. It's just giving paved paradise, isn't it? Christ and concrete. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Oh my God. I'm blocking that person, but that name is just provocative to me. Christ and concrete. Okay. They're blacked anyway. Tracy, here's what it says for you. It says, when men try to talk you into believing that you are unhappy, consider not what you hear, but what you yourself feel, and to take counsel with your feelings and question yourself independently, because you know your own affairs better than anyone else. And that's from a philosopher named Seneca. Now, what I would take from that in your situation is that estranged family stopping by may have made you question yourself or feel out of sorts. You may have been like, oh my God, like, what's this about? Or like, what, asking yourself about how should I feel about it? Yeah, so I think your question to the universe and just to yourself is like, how should I have felt about that? Whereas they're telling you feel how you feel. Feelings are like waves of the ocean. They come and go. And it is acceptable for you to feel whatever way. If it made you angry, that's fine. If it made you sad, that's fine. If it made you, like, freaked out, that's fine too. But I'll see, like, what else needs to be said about it. Like, what was their purpose in coming and that kind of stuff. What was their purpose in coming? Or how should Tracy's life be impacted by this? The Queen of Wands is showing. So the Queen of Wands is generally a young, pretty person. Like it could be you. It could be the person who visited, or it could be your daughter, one of your daughters. It could be you, especially if the people who visited you were older from your past or something. You might be the Queen of Wands to them. There's a young girl who is like a child. So I think it might be you, like the estranged family see you like their little pet girl or something. Or it's your daughter. Maybe they see you like a little bit like a daughter. The Seven of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles is, it says take it for what it is. Oh, it was your sister-in-law. Take it for what it is. Don't let it ruffle you. What was her motive? Tell me what her motive was, the sister-in-law. Tell me what her motive was. To show off? Does that make sense? I think it's saying it was to show off. It does make sense. Okay. So it is what it is. It says take it at face value. Well, that's good, Tracy. I would say that was a positive thing for you to do. Yeah, Three of Pentacles is teamwork, like take one for the team. And then Mrs. Walston showing off. So, and it is what it is, and you're allowed to feel whatever way you feel about it. Moving forward, I think that it's not a bad thing to encourage this relationship. It looks like, you know, it's fine for you to maintain a shallow relationship with her. I would not let her be have too much of an impact on you. I would not be, you know, vulnerable with her. I would keep my guard up against her, but a surface level, shallow type of relationship is fine. Was there like a graduation? Were there like young girls around, or a graduation or a celebration or something? And did your husband, like, how did the men act in the situation? I see the men kind of holding back a bit. I don't know if it's her husband or your husband. And like she comes out as a Queen of Swords reversed, but she is what she is. Yeah, so he's like hanging back. He really doesn't like her. But I don't have any concerns for the situation. So hopefully that helps. I don't have any concerns for the situation. Now, is there anybody in heaven who would like to give a message to Tracy? The one who's always with you. Your little love. The one who's always with you, your little gift, your little love. Tracy, are you guys moving? Did you make a decision about your house? I see moving. Yep. I think this is a green light on that. Whoever was in heaven, was it your dad, who you might have needed to consult? Because I think we consulted about that before, and it felt there wasn't a clear answer, but I definitely feel like right now I have a green light for moving. It actually says congratulations on the move. It's as if it already happened. You'll make a bit of money on it, but it's going to cost, like, the fees are so high. Your dad would be talking about that, wouldn't he? He says, now my love, don't let them skin ya, or something like that. You're going to make a bit of money, but they'll try to take what they can get. He says, don't let them skin ya, or something along those lines. Alrighty. And there he says, me and the little one are asleep together. That's kind of the indication that this gives. Me and the little one are asleep together. Now you gotta watch yourself and what you're doing. Yeah, that's her. Look, they're asleep together, he says. Yeah, moves. Look, it's a total green light for you with the move. I'm glad we got that. And Caper Genie. Caper Genie, who is it that you seek? I'm so glad, Tracy. It makes me feel better too as your reader. Oh, it's such a relief when we get closure. And like sometimes a case is open and then you can close the case. She is my love. They're like snuggle up together in a cloud. Caper Genie, what is it that you seek? You're welcome, my sweet. She's always with you, Tracy. Retirement. Jeannie is asking about retirement. Can I get a message for her? Jeannie, do you have a son? So it's looking like he can help you plan this. Plan the retirement, figure out where to live. I see a house, and I see you spending time with your daughter at a house, and I see the son-in-law being able to help you make a retirement plan. Does that make sense? And where's your husband? Yeah, because the son-in-law, I am from Newfoundland, yes. The son-in-law looks like he knows what he's doing with the finances and the retirement plan and stuff. So even if does your son-in-law ever like yell at you or criticize you a little bit for your savings or your plans or something? So if he ever like speaks a little bit abruptly or blunt, he might be a little bit blunt about your savings. And if he is, he actually knows what he's talking about. That's what I'm getting there with your son-in-law. Hopefully that fits for you. I guess you're asking a prediction. Will you have a peaceful retirement? Is that what you're asking? Will she have a peaceful retirement? It says you'll have a comfortable retirement. Comfortable. This is comfort. It's having just enough, not like scraping by, it's having enough. It's like balanced resources, security, stability, comfort. Okay? I like that for you. Okay, my lovies, my time has come to close. I am from Newfoundland, everybody. And thank you for coming in. Make sure you follow me. I post readings every day. Every day I post readings. And you can come see me in real life. I have an office in Newfoundland, in St. John's, where I do medium readings, tarot readings, and Reiki. And I do Zoom calls as well. My summer calendar is actually, I think it's booked. But if you want to reach out, we can probably fit some things in. But for my booking link, it's booked. For July and August are booked up. But anyway, I'm here. Tuesdays, you can find me here for free. Shouldn't I be closing down my free readings to open more paid readings? Wouldn't you think I was a bad business owner? I hates money, see? Hates it. But I love you all. Shine bright, and I will see you soon.